Hello, I'm Shah from MCM and Group 1. So we choose the project mixed use commercial plus residential project for the Studio 3, and the scope of our study was basement, ground and first floor as shown here. And this is the flow of our studio work. Also, I played the role of MPF consultant and the lean champion, and these are the following modes which we use as a collaboration tools. So this is the consultant process flow for MPF consultant. Here, at first the GFC drawings were studied, then the modeling was prepared for using Revit, and the modeling of the basement, pipes, sprinklers, and firefighting elements was done up to LOD level 300. Followed by them, the modeling for the basement mechanical elements includes mechanical fan was done up to LOD 300, and then the site 1 clash detection was carried out. Post that, the 2D drawings were studied and the modeling was carried out for the plumbing up to LOD 300 for the basement floor. Followed by that, the modeling for the ground floor, first floor was carried out for the plumbing, mechanical as well as firefighting. Post that, the final set of clash detection was carried out, and once all the clashes were resolved, the quantity was taken off and the 4D was created, and then the process was ended. Similarly, the process flows has been created for the various other consultants. Level of development versus level of schedule. Here we have shown how the development was planned versus how it was actual. So as you can see, the structural consultant LOD 400 was planned, but it completed before the planned time because of the parallel working. Also, we had planned the completion of our activities, but the actual completion got delayed by 14 days due to various unplanned activities, which we have shown here in the dark or yellow boxes. Different mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and firefighting models were created and then they are integrated, and the various elements of the models has been shown here. The below table shows the challenges and the reasons for the variance. We found the various challenges like difficulty in modeling and trenches, plumbing pipes and sprinklers, and its reason was lack of knowledge of Revit modeling. We also faced the challenge of absence of sectional drawings showing the different service level because which was due to the lack of clarity in the given drawings. Clash detection. The clash detection was carried out in Navy's work, and it was done between various disciplines like architectural versus structural, architectural versus electrical. In the similar way, 10 different tests were performed. Here are the some of the images shown for the clash. The first image shows the clash between jet fan and the cable tray. The grouping of the clashes was also carried out, like wall and structural element clashes, then the floor finish and structural element clashes. Similarly, the groupings was done, and the total number of clashes came out to be 789. Out of that, the maximum clashes were of architectural versus structural, which is because of a larger number of elements and codependence. Clash matrix. Clash matrix shows the total number of clashes encountered between the several disciplines, and the below matrix shows that how these clashes were resolved into the various iterations. Major clashes with resolution. Here the image shows the clash of the firefighting with the firefighting pipe with the stub column. The reason for the clash was the lack of clarity in drawings and the lack of the concept clarity. Later on, this clash was resolved using by changing the height of the stub column in the Revit. Quality check. Quality check is important to meet the demands of the client and the quality of the building. The quality check was carried out, was bifurcated into four parts: the visual check, interference check, standard check, and the integrated check. The quality control and the checklist was prepared, ensuring the quality with respect to the various parameters, and the same was used to check the quality of the modeling in the studio. This checklist is bifurcated into the four checks as shown here. Visual checks includes the cross-verifying the elements. For an example, here in the first image, we could see that there is a structure missing structural element, and it was checked by an architect while working, and it was later informed to the structural consultant, and this issue was rectified. The interference check is the check between the intermodal and the intramodal clash detection, and its process is shown here. Integrity check is checking the base points and the north point and the various other points of the Revit. Continuous improvement through LPS. In an instance, there was a delay in column reinforcement activity which was due to mismatch of reinforcement with what it was given into the drawing, and this could have been resolved if there was a better imagination which we could get using 3D model of reinforcement, and we created such model for floor 3 of first floor. Also, there was a insufficient capacity of RMC due to which the slab casting was delayed, and this could also be calculated priorly using beam. We calculated the rebar quantity at the site using the Revit model. Key learning. Following were the learnings which we had throughout the studio. The beam execution plan helped to streamline the workflow and to of all the stakeholders towards the goal. Quality check, visual check was performed, clash detection was carried out to meet the standards of the client, modeling and site layout. The collaboration helped to ace the process, and the site layout model and POT analysis helped to understand the limitations of optimization. Last planner system helped in better understanding of giving commitment and reasons for the various and applying those learnings for better PPC and continuous improvement. LOD versus LOS helped to identify the level of development with the schedule and understanding the process flow. Beam, Lean, and IPD can be used to the highest potential in a collaborative manner, and in return, it helps to achieve the Lean principles for a better flow and value. The below images are shown of the various site and client interaction instances. Thank you.